holiday, so let's get up and dance the night away. We love the summertime sun. We like to party, so get up and have some fun. It's summertime, so let yourself unwind. It's summertime, so let yourself unwind.
Alright, it's time to move now. Cross those arms and put your legs out. You're this good, let's go on. Arms in the air, we got this one. So let's kick and switch, it's what we do best. Peace and love, we teach to respect. Keeping it cool is what we do best. We're on top of the world, nothing less. 'Cause we're one big family. We love the summertime sun. And we all like to party. So get up and have some fun. So let's go.
It's summertime, so let yourself unwind. It's summertime, so let yourself unwind.
Darren, welcome in. Tomato, welcome in. Hope you're all doing well this evening.
One big family, I said you.
Hope you're all doing well. Darren, we're finally doing something other than Edinburgh. As you can see, we are flying as TUI. In East Midlands, we're going to go over to Chambéry. It's going to be last minute skiing holidays in. Right, that's enough of that. Let's get ourselves underway, shall we? So, the aircraft is in turnaround state again. So let's just run through the flow very quickly. Your dampers on, nav transfer plate switches, normal and auto, cross-beam valves being checked, four pumps are on. Emergency exit lights are on, fasten belts are off, fuel and probe heat is on, electric hydraulic pumps are on, trim air can come on. Fax auto isolation valve is open. Lights are all okay there. Let's just cage the standby altimeters. There we go. Let's get some lights. Warm and cutchy. That's how we like it. Here at Captain Simple Airways. Tamara, how are you? What are you doing? Are you in work? Are you not in work? Oh bloody gosh. Oh bloody gosh. There we go. And over there. Like so. Ollie, welcome in. I can see you tapping away there. Hope you're doing well. Right, so let's tell the FMC where we currently are. So we're currently in East Midlands, Echo Golf November X-ray. In there like so. And today's flight is going to take us to Chambéry. Which is going to be Lima Foxtrot Lima Bravo. In there. And we're going to be flying as Tomjet 79er Echo. Pop that in there. Okay, before we continue with that then, let's get boarding up and going. So, crimes, no, weight, fuel and balance, payload. So we are expecting a payload today of 8.2 tons, plus baggage. Oh, apparently no. Apparently we're not taking any baggage. Okay, no, 8.2 tons. That's included baggage. Very, very low numbers on today's flight. 79 passengers is all we are taking. Obviously, people don't like skiing as much as we thought. So, 8.2 tons for the payload. That should give us a zero fuel weight of 53.1 for that that's giving us FPV image. 51. Let me have a look. 79. 79 times 25 equals 1975. Yeah. Yep, give me 2 seconds. So 10175. And that should give us a zero fuel weight of what we're expecting. We're expecting 51.3 and we've got 52.3. So that's there or thereabout. Right, bear with me guys, I'm just going to pop you on mute. I just got to go and help you with something. Guys, I'm back. I apologise. I'm apologising. I'm a busy man. I am a husband first, a captain second, and a father third. In that order. Anyway, so payload then. We've slightly adjusted that to give us a zero fuel weight, which is 1 ton over what we're expecting. That's normally about right. It's about right for it to differ. People not turning up, people bringing more baggage than they thought, etc., etc. Kelly, welcome in. I can see you. Kaylee's in here. Darren's here. Tomato's here. Natalie's here, apparently. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good day. So, fuel. 6.5 tons he wants us to take. Let's have a little look at the weather way we're going. Weather's looking okay. It is going to be cold weather operations though, but we'll take pretty much basic fuel. We will round it up, so we'll take 6.5, round up to the nearest 100, plus 100, so we'll take 6.7 tons of fuel. That should do us. Flight. I'm saying and his name's actually Bro, my Zibo 737 always disconnects V-nav and switches to control wheel steering without any input, and I'm not sure why. Okay, number of things. Could be down to noise on your flight controls, but if we go into the tablet, let me go back. So if you go into the tablet, next page, customize and configure, and go into realism, and about halfway down you'll see one that says yoke movement. Click that to off. Okay, mine shouldn't actually be off, mine should be that there. Click that to off. So what this basically happens is if there's any input on the flight controls whilst autopilot is engaged, it'll disconnect itself and put itself onto control wheel steering. So make sure that's set to off. Do a flight. If it doesn't happen, then you know it's to do with a little bit of noise, a little bit of interference coming from your flight controls. And yeah, report back, basically, just see if that works. If that does work, obviously it's a bit of an issue with your flight controls. And you can then go into calibration and you can set up dead zones and etc. But hopefully you won't need to. Hopefully that will work just fine. Yeah, give that a try and let us know how you get on with that. Right, let's have a little look. Hello Captain, my day's been alright, thank you. How about yours? Yeah, I'm good. I'm not in work tonight, so I got up this morning, went out, done a bit of shopping, done a few bits and bobs, sorted out my flight simulator desk, got rid of lots of paperwork and printed off some new paperwork and things like that. But yeah, I'm doing good. I take it you're in work at the moment, are you, Kaylee? No problem at all. Just drops a follow, drops a like. There is a link to Discord. Oh, there we go. He's done it already. Well done. If you go onto my profile, on my bio, there is a link to Discord. Captain Sim Discord. It's very quiet. Not many people in there. It's only just opened up. Get yourself in there, and you can ask all the questions you want, and hopefully be able to find you an answer. So, where were we to? So, fuel's currently being loaded. I'm pretty happy now that we can start our boarding. So let's tell Brain. Start loading. It's a 2E flight, so we're going to have catering and all sorts coming on. So okay, cool. Right, let's start getting our routing in then. So, runway. We're expected to use runway 09. So let's just have a little look at the weather in East Midlands and make sure
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up.
So the wind 0406 knots, so yeah, I'm happy to take runway 09. So runway 09er, pop that in there. Activate. Departures then. Select runway 09, and we are looking for the Daventry 4-path departure in there. Route. Next page. From Daventry, we're flying direct. No, we're not flying direct. We're using Airway Mike 605 to Whiskey Oscar Delta. From there, we're taking the Upper Lima 612 to Agulo. From there, then we're going direct to Okasi. Pop that in there. And direct to Okeko. In there. Okaira. In there. Direct to Mike Oscar Uniform. And direct to Fedzai. Oh, hang on, I'm put that in there. Here we go. Direct to Fedzai. Pop that in there, which will take us on to our arrival. We're expecting ILS 18, so that'll be the Zulu. And it'll be the Fedzai 3-cabin arrival. Not sure about the transition at the moment, so we'll sort that out whilst we're at our cruise altitude. Benji, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. How come I don't use my flight sim? 2 reasons. Firstly, my hardware wouldn't be able to run it at the standard I would like it to run, and it's an overall package, but I do prefer, it seems the flight dynamics are better within Xplane, is what a lot of the reports are coming back as. So yeah, if I had a little bit of a better computer, I would probably use it for certain things. But ultimately, Xplane's always been my my go-to sim. So let's just run through that route on the ND, make sure it looks somewhere about what we're expecting. So runway 09, right turn on the departure there. Silver, Bensu, Winhall, Bob, over the channel there, down through France. And there we go. That makes sense to me. I'm happy with that. I can see you tapping away there, Benji. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. Hope you had a good day. Okay, so that makes sense. Let's start having a look at our initial performance there. Cruise altitude. Sorry, just had to cough then. Cruise altitude for today's 350. Pop that in there. Katie with the rose, thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. I've already asked you that. Hope you're not doing well then. Here we go. Spice it up a little bit. 350 set in there. Cruise wind then. So we're going to need our top of climb wind. So if we scroll through the flight plan and find our top of climb, which is by here, and the top of climb wind is 041 at 35 knots. Pop that in there. Top of climb ISA then is going to be back up to the top. We're going to take the average ISO, which is going to be 0. Cost index of 15. You need a Sandy Rose, because by Sandy Rose 3 days you get a crystal rose. Oh, what's a crystal rose? What's that? That's a very, very nice, isn't it? Reserves for today's flight 2.4 coming in, and the zero fuel weight we are expecting it to be 51.3, but I think it's about a ton different. Yeah, 52.3. Perfect. Perfect. Estimated takeoff weight is going to be 57.7 and ours is 59, so we'll call that 58.7. So there's our added ton, plus a little bit extra fuel. That stands big. Right. Okay, gross error check then. Over to the progress page of the FMC, and we can see that to our destination, Lima Foxtrot Lima Bravo, it's 565 miles. Okay, that's the distance to go. So what we'll do at the top of the flight plan here, we just check ground distance 564 and air distance 544, and we make sure that number is about the same. Okay, and that just tells us that the route in is put in correctly. That just tells us that everything is as we expect it to be, and we're not flying millions of miles in the wrong direction. We haven't made a mistake for some other waypoint. So that's a gross error check. It's just a quick check that we do, make sure the mileage is about right, and that tells us this, that's what we're expecting to see. So, like I say, it's 565 miles for us to go. Across the ground, 564 miles is expected. Air distance, 544 miles. As long as that figure is within sort of, 40 miles, 30, 40 miles, I'm happy to run with that. So that's what that is there. Let's have a look. Benji, what are your specs? Also, are you working in the aviation industry? I'm not working in the aviation industry. I work in the transport industry. I'm a lorry driver. Did dabble in the aviation industry for a little while, but that's sort of been put to bed now. Specs, so very, very old at the moment. I'm running a 10th generation i5 processor with a GTX 1650 graphics card, 4GB, and I'm using 16GB of RAM, and that is pretty much it. Hardware, screen, 32-inch Samsung curved screen, and I've got the Boeing, or the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke throttle quadrant, some Thrustmaster rudder pedals, and that's about the MacBook Air M3. I don't understand MacBook Air. I don't understand the M3s. I wouldn't know if that's a newer model, an older model. Keyboard and mouse. Get yourself a little Xbox controller or something like that. Yeah, get yourself like an Xbox controller. That'll make things a little bit better. Maybe. But then saying that, there's a lot of people that still to this day fly with keyboard and mouse because they find it just a little better. They tend to prefer it. But there we go. Anyway, so let's just change let's execute that. Let's get our route data up. change the ND back to Mac. M3 is the newest chip for the MacBook. Okay. Okay, so it runs it pretty well then, does it, that system? Root data. Let's go over this. So our average wind 319 at 10. Pop that in there and execute that. One of my mates, Harry Kershaw, works on lorries out of Newport, MCL, I think they are. I don't recognise the name. I absolutely know the company. I did work for MCL for 2 to 3 years, I think. Yeah, I worked with MCL for 2 to 3 years. Done most of my sort of initial driving with MCL. They were one of my first sort of proper jobs. Still working for a company in Newport, but not MCL, completely different. And I won't advertise that on here. Yeah, I got a PlayStation controller, but to be honest, I can't be bothered to set it up. There is always that. There's always that. That is always an issue. Right, what are we doing, guys? Let's start having a little look at what's going on. So, N1 limit then. Let's refresh the weather. We've got an outside temperature of 4 degrees. Let's have a little look. What am I doing? 4 degrees there. Take off. Runway wind then we're expecting 040 at 6 knots. And acceleration height. Oh, I'm sure East Midlands is an NAVT1 departure. Let's just check. It's not right there. Where is it? Where am I going, guys? Speed restrictions. Noise abatement. Here we go. So, takeoff power 1500. Reduce threats, climb thrust, maintain previous at 3000. Yes, so it's only BT. So thrust reduction then is going to be at 1500, and our acceleration height is going to be at 3000. Boom, pop that in there. Currently staying in Betis. Not sure if you're familiar. I may be. I'm sure I've heard of Betis. Yeah. Top end of Newport there. I think it's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. How old are you, Benji? I used to know a few people from Betis. Not sure whether you're 22. Yeah, they'd probably be about 8 to 10 years older than you. Yeah. Currently programming nav data for Newcastle to Dubrovnik. Spicy. Well done. We're never flown that. Never flown into Dubrovnik. Not sure why. It's just never come up on my list of places to go. Anyway, let's get some charts going. There's our taxi chart then. Now we need our departure. Daventry 3. It's the Daventry 4 Papa is what we're doing. So it is a conventional SID. To work out of VRS can't see the airline, but you can guess it's white and yellow. White and yellow. Out of Bristol. Spirit Airlines. Is that what we're going for? Spirit. That's it. Yeah, Spirit. That's the airline. That's the. What's do me a favour, Benji. Just make sure you drop me a follow and then send me a direct message or whatever. If you're currently in Betis. It's I may or may not currently be in a similar place area myself. Maybe. Sort of. Anyway, that's enough said on that. Right, conventional SID then. It's not our nav. It's going to be based off nav aids. So it's going to be based off the VORs down there and the Daventry VOR. So a lot of things to put into the FMC here. So our first turn, you can see, is 2 miles from the localizer. So in there we'll put India Echo Mike Whiskey in there, and our first turn is going to be 0.2 miles. Pop that there. Start our second turn then at 0.5 miles. So I tell you what we'll do actually. I've done this all wrong. All wrong. Done it all wrong. It's all backwards. 0.2 / 0.4. So that's our first turn and our second turn. Let's just read the routing down here. So as soon as possible after passing Delta Echo Romeo, but at or above 810, turn right 095 track to 2 miles. Turn 2 miles, is it not? 0.2 miles. My bad. My bad. That's 2 miles. I have done this before, guys, I promise. Yeah, I will do, no problem at all, Bendy. No worries, my friend. Gonna next week, absolutely dreading it. But get a nice layover for 20 out. Okay, so I'm guessing your crew. Right, so that's there then. Okay. Okay. Quite, so are you originally from the Newport area then, or did you relocate for your position? Right, so that's in there then. And what we're going to do then, we're going to go to the next page. We're going to select Honolulu VOR, which is going to be not in there. It's going to be, what in the earth am I doing here? Cardiff currently looking after the Mrs. Andy's dog, but this week been on standby for 2 days. Okay, okay, we were quite lucky then to get a slot in Bristol, but here is close to the airport in Cardiff. Yeah. I think obviously when we fly or whatever, I bet this. I think time-wise, you're pretty much smack bang between Cardiff and Bristol as well. Cardiff Airport, that is. Not that that helps, because I think only about 2.5 aircraft leave there every day. Right, so Daventry VOR. Let's get that in there, and we've got an outbound radio of 338, and that waypoint is going to be at 23 miles. So at there. And the next one then. Can I put frequencies in the fixed page, I wonder? No, I can't. Well, I didn't want to anyway, so whatever. Why is it not? Okay, that's because it's not a VOR, is it? Yeah, there is a VOR. Why is that going on here? Cardiff was getting a £3 billion expansion, but Bristol took it off them instead, as Bristol had started France landing again. I did hear that, actually, yeah. Yeah, did you hear that? Which,
hello, Captain. Ground service is finished.
thank you, ground service is finished. So, back to it then, 2 seconds. Outbound radio 037, and that's going to be at 19 miles. Okay. Like so. Yes, I did hear that, which is, I don't know. I mean, obviously, you know, being from Wales, you'd like to see sort of Cardiff back up and running like it was back in the day. But it's the infrastructure. there's no sort of direct route into Cardiff Airport, no major roads. You know, yeah, it's the infrastructure, isn't it? I don't know. New routes come in with easy to Cape Verde. Oh, okay. All right. Right. Let's actually just get some work done here for a second, guys, because we are falling behind. So, runway heading is going to be 089. Let's get that in there, like so. And the 217 invite radial for the Honolulu VOR should we need to convert to old school navigation. Initial climb is 9,000, set +1 then, just to remind us that we haven't had our clearance. And let's go down here and we'll set VOR, we'll set Honolulu 11365, set, and over here, sorry, by here we'll do 116.4, and on this one we will set Honolulu as well, sorry, Daventry, so we've got both displayed at the same time, just for situational awareness of that. Beautiful. Beautiful. God, I'm good at this. Now, it looks very messy, I know, but it's something that I've always done. I just like it. I just like a backup plan. What I will do though, now I've chosen to that it looks messy, but it's just something I've always done. Situational awareness. If we lose the FMC or the ability to follow the GPS, I've just got to follow the fixed ring prompts. So this one here, that's where we'll make our turn onto 133, and then the second one is where we'll make our turn onto 217, and we just know that we've got to aim basically down this green line here, down towards the VOR. But that's what we're doing. I don't know if it's right, I don't know if it's allowed, but it's something I like to do, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, so nobody will tell me I can't, or something like that anyway. Let's get that going. Very behind now. Very behind. Keijo, welcome in. Nice to see you. You have been missing in action for the last 2 days. We are glad. 1042 on the QNH. 1042 in there like that. Keijo with the happy. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing okay. Hope the girls are doing okay. I just hope everyone's okay. How far are we away from being boarded? Ah, it's finished. Well done. Splendid. Right. Let's get some performance calculations done.
Flight attendants, prepare for departure, cross check and all call, thank you.
Lost my performance application. How's Bergie? You know I work tonight? No, off work tonight, and Bergie is on the sofa, chilling out, watching. Oh no, she's by there. There she is. She's by there. Welcome in, Bergie. Thank you for popping that treasure box up. Do appreciate that. As soon as I get taken off from the ground, I will send a electronic message to a man that will cook some food and bring it to our front door. Because that's how I spoil you. Yeah, the type of guy I am. Oh my god, some comments in the live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Who's being naughty then? Come on, who is it? Right. Take off dispatch, EGNX, East Midlands, runway 09er. Let's get the latest weather in there. It's going to be a flat 5 departure. Is it going to be an intersection? I don't know. Yeah, we'll take hotel. So we'll take hotel 1, like so. Takeoff weight is 59 with a center of gravity of 20.7 to 0.7 to 0.7. There we go. Flat 5 QNH blah 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 blah. Calculate. Oh look, there I am. Look at me. What a guy. What a guy. My comment got muted responding to Bergie saying, hey, that's because nobody likes you, Joe. We don't want you talking to anybody. That's the problem. Okay. Alrighty, right. Right, N1 limit then, so we can take an assumed temperature reduction of 55 degrees. That's going to be 22k, giving us an N1 limit of 85.7. That checks out. It's going to be a flat 5 departure with a trim value of 575. V speeds of 129. Why is it 129? Okay, yeah, okay. Temperature. 129, 133, and then 137 we will keep in there. Trim value then, 5.75, takeoff config 1 is checked. Let's get that in there. And our engine out acceleration altitude is 1147. So we'll go 1200 feet for our engine out acceleration. Pop that in there like that. That is our performance done. Cole, welcome in. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Terrain, and important to go over there onto gyms. V2 is 137. That can go in there. And let's do our pre-flight DYD. So nav transfer and display switches, that's all already checked. So the passengers, they can have their belts on. Push the attend button, that's all fine there, that's okay there. APU bleed can come on, APU can come on. Like so. Flight directors on once, on twice. We'll pretend we've been cleared, so we'll pop the altitude to 9,000. Auto brake RTO, reset the fuel flow. Somebody give me a squawk. 4 digits, mustn't start with 7. Give us a squawk code. Doing great, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you, Cole. Very well indeed. We've had a good day. Still waiting on a squawk code. Come on, guys. 4-digit number. Throw it at me. Kaylee can say hey to Burger Girl, but she can't give me a 4-digit. There we go. Darren's in there. 5729. Squawk then. 5729. We're gonna have to go 5727. It only goes up to 7. I don't want to give you a code. I'm sorry. Ah, well, whatever. Didn't even want you here anyway. Don't even know what you are here. Jesus Christ. Joking. Jokes. Jokes, hun. 5727. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. Right. APU then. Let's get that on the bus. We can get rid of our ground power and get pushback started.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Face north. So whilst
Ground
that
to
is
cockpit.
coming along,
So is
let's
driving
just do
up.
our refit, shall we? So we're currently on stand 6. We're going to push back facing north, taxi out via Romeo, left turn Alpha, all the way down Alpha, right turn, and we're going to line up runway 09 via Hotel. We're going to be flying the Daventry 4 Papa departure, runway heading 2 miles, right turn 133 degrees, 5 miles, right turn 217 degrees, following the inbound radial to the Honolulu VOR until we get within 19 miles, and then it's going to be a left turn then 158 down towards Daventry. That is coded in the FMC, and we have nav aids set and checked. Stop altitude for the departure is 9,000, which we will give ourselves a further climb clearance before we get to Daventry.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
129, 133, 137 coded and present on the PFD with a trim value of 575. Threats, not a massive amount of threats, a little bit of a crosswind, but it's not too strong. Obviously a lot of mechanical turbulence coming off the runway at East Midlands because of the surrounding terrain. But apart from that, nothing is going to cause us any issues. In the event today that we decide to reject the takeoff, I will shape stop or you will shape stop. Below 80 knots we'll reject for anything we see necessary. Above 80 knots we will only reject for engine fire or fire warning, engine failure, predictive windshield warning, or anything that
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
And above V1 we will not reject the takeoff. We'll continue to rotate and we'll fly runway heading to 20 miles, climbing up to 3,000 feet, and we will hold and assess the situation. In the event that you shout stop or I shout stop, I will simultaneously disengage the auto throttle, close the thrust levers, deploy full speed brake, apply full manual brake, and select reverse thrust if available. Once the aircraft's come to a complete stop, we'll apply the parking brake, select flat 40, and deal with the problem. Following welcome in, I'm not flying on vaccine today, no. I normally do, but I'm not on vaccine today. Is everyone happy with the briefing? I think we're happy with the briefing. So, let's just run through our before start checklist then. Air conditioning packs, they are off. Anti-collision light is on. Parking brake is set. Transponder to alt off. And before start checklist below the line.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Starting pushback, we may start the engines. Beautiful. There we go. Anyway, let's start the engines. Starting engine number 2 then. N2. Fuel coming in. EGT, M1. Oil pressure rising. Start the cut out. Good start on engine 2, started engine 1. I forgot about that. Yeah, I think so. I hope so anyway. I do hope so. N2 then. There's 20%. Fuel's coming in. EGT rising. N1. And N2 is stable. Oil pressure rising. Start the cutout.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. So generators
disconnecting
on the bus
tow. Stand by.
Come off. And engine leads on, APU lead off. Backs to auto, isolation valve to auto, engine start switching to continuous. Black light. So blank the lower DU. Beautiful. Beautiful. So like I say then, taxi straight ahead, right turn onto Alpha, all the way down Hotel 1, which is going to be our second on the right. And we'll get ourselves over.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
See you next time. Have a great flight. Let me see if I've got a spare key. Jesus. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Which one's that one? Number 4. Right. Right. Oh, there we go. Four. There we go. Right, hand signals. There's our thing. So let's run through our taxi checklist then, guys. Before taxi, generators are on, APU is off, stat switch is continuous, probe heat is on. That's the point of a checklist. Anti-ice is not required, packs auto, bleeds are on, isolation valve is auto, flaps 5 required, 5 selected, green light, stab trim, 575 units required, 575 units set. Start levers are idle, flight controls are checked, recall is checked. Oh. No, I'm going to do it now. We've got an issue. Cargo doors were open. Golly gosh, who just come in with a follow then? I don't know, their name popped up and they went again. But thank you for the follow, welcome on board. Hope you enjoyed being here. Discord link in my bio and link to YouTube. Doors are closed, recheck the recall, recall is checked. Guys, are we ready to go to Chambéry? Brakes released then, config check. That's checked. Let's go. Up and away, that's a song, that isn't it? I go up and away, no matter what they say, so whatever, I am up and away. Hello Captain Natalie, welcome in, nice to see you here. Hope you're doing well and you've had a good day, whatever it is you're doing. Right, weather radar then, that can start coming on now. Stand by. These rudder pedals are going to end up going through the window. I promise you. I promise you. Yeah, let's try a bit of that. Golden buzzer with that singing captain. Don't you know it? Was working this morning, then cleaning the house this afternoon when I got home. Big time. Big time, you both you think, correct. Anyway. Before start checklist to the line then, configs checked. Flaps set 5 green light, stab trim 575, takeoff route review, cabin is.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. And is that ours? No, that's whiskey. Next one along. Next one along. What did I miss? Something then? Did I miss something then? Why are we saying no to Darren? I'll be on the first one of the series where they have the front up. Are you on about my singing ability? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. Deserves a red. Whatevs. Okay, so this is us then on the right hand side. Yeah, no, I will. You know, actually, no, I'm not going to kick him off the plane. Do you know what I'm going to do? We're going to divert. We're going to go somewhere really horrible, like the center of Russia, and we're going to stick him there. Right, we'll imagine we've been cleared for takeoff then. So landing lights can come on, taxi lights off, strobes can go to on, auto throttle on, LNAV is transponder to TARE. And let's just run the checklist then. MCP set, transponder TARE, strobe lights on, landing lights on before takeoff checklist. Rolling takeoff then.
Right is clear.
Right's clear. Thank you. Forgot what I'm doing. Forgetting my buttons. Well, I've been to Syria whilst it was getting bombed by Russia, so I should be nice. Right. Let's go, guys. Start the clock. Thrust levers. 40%. They're stabilised. Push Toga. Kelly, welcome in again. You okay? Got a bit of that crosswind coming in, so just aileron into the wind slightly.
80 knots.
Here's 80 knots. Release forward pressure. Darren, it's happened again, but you've just passed me one, so we can't do anything about that. Right. So we got an engine failure. Auto throttle if engaged, disengage. Memory items. Engine out SID is runway headed.
1,000.
There's 1,000, so we're going to engage headed select and we're going to bug up to our acceleration altitude. Darren, what is going on with this bloody engine? Above the white book, then slap the flaps one. So remember, runway heading to 20 miles we're going to hold, okay? That is our engine. The engine seems to be operating normally now. But we'll continue with it anyway. Until we've established what on earth is going on. Let's get that down to 4,000. That's going to be our whole altitude. Type in 203. Let's reduce some thrust. Like so. Nose down. Right. Autopilot can come in then. Just without the auto throttle. Now we're going to set up a hold, so we're going to hold at our current position, execute that. Okay, so we're just going to hold here then. We're at 4,000, speed's looking okay. Right, recalls checked, there's nothing coming on there. Secondary engine perimeters. Oil pressure is fine, oil temperature is fine, oil quantity is fine, and no significant engine vibrations at all. Fuel flow is checked, the N2 is stable, M1 is stable, and EGT is stable. I wonder... failures, that's all okay, nothing in there, so I wonder if that was me. Might have been me, might have been a problem with me, not the actual aircraft. I mean, everything is operated normally. I think it was a problem with me. So, I think we're going to continue. Let's execute that. Route direct to Daventry. LNAV can come in. Continue our climb now to 160. Auto throttle can come back in. VNAV's engaged. Set standard. Right. Okay, let's just monitor. I think That was my issue, I think. I'm not sure what the issue would have been. I think there was a little bit of noise coming through my throttle pod there, which when auto throttle's engaged, if you forcefully move the thrust lever, it disengages the auto throttle. And I'm wondering whether I didn't have, because this is a new aircraft today, the config is not properly set up in the tab, so I'm wondering if that was my mistake. It seems to be operating the time. Right, let's do our after takeoff checklist then. So, air conditioning pressurization, that is set and rise. That's correct. Engine start switches, they come off. Landing gear is up and off. Flaps are up and low. So auto brake is set off. And altimeter is set standard. Going standard twice. Checklist complete. Tracks and turn offs come off as well. We missed our flyby because we were too busy dying. We're there, ready. Flyby coming in. Stand by. There we go. Beautiful day. Passing 10,000 feet then, landing lights can come on. Release the crew, release the passengers. Okay. Up to 220. Right. Just bear with me guys, I'm not going to be able to see the comments. Just need to send an electronic message to a man to tell him that I'm hungry now and it's time for him to bring out dinner. So that in there. Okie dokie. So that in there. That in there. That in there. That in there. Them. Yeah. So we have some of them. Got it. I'm just gonna have some. Two of them, one of them, one of them, one of them. Oh, one of them. Bargain. It's not a bargain, it's really expensive. Gonna be earning like £1 million from this flight now anyway, because I'm just a hero. There we go. Card number then is 5016. I'm joking. There we go. There we go. I can see the chef getting to it as we speak. Let's have a little look. Every day is certainly a school day, yeah. Yeah, the Boeing 737 is more, well, all aircraft actually are more than capable. All twin-engine aircraft, more than capable of flying with just one engine. perfectly safe to fly on that engine. Makes things a little bit difficult up here at the front, but yeah, perfectly fine to fly on the engine. If it's got no engines though, it then becomes a problem. I mean, if you lose both engines, you have really, really, really bad. So there we go. We're just approaching Daventry, which is the end of our departure. Climbing up nicely. 1,000 to go, increasing the climb now to our altitude 350. The engines seem to be operating perfectly normal. So I've adjusted those settings now, so we'll check it out on the return flight. There is going to be a return flight today, now. Yep, over to Chambéry and back into West Midlands, I guess. So, climbing away nicely now then. Everything's acting as it should. Beautiful. We can delete those fixed rings in the FMC now. We're not going to need them anymore. There we go. Like that. The Honolulu VOR we're not going to need. And beautiful. Top climb then is in 47 minutes. Our top of climb is going to be slightly off, I'd imagine, given the bit of the issue we had. Lima Foxtrot, Lima Bravo. That's where we're going. Close that down, chat. So our top of climb is going to be, or is meant to be, 14 minutes after departure, 4 minutes after departure. We're currently on 11 minutes. So 14 minutes after departure. So we departed 12 minutes ago, so that's going to be 15:07. And down to legs. Not legs, sorry. Legs with data. Top of climb is going to be a marvelous 15:26. So this is 6 minutes time. So yeah, we're going to be slightly off on our top of climb. We should have reached it at 14 minutes after departure. We're going to reach it 18 minutes past departure. That's not a massive issue for us at all. We will probably make up some of that time on anyway. Right, when I was taking off dealing with that, I had a few messages here. Let me have a little look. Oh no, it's just about the engine stuff. Oh, there we have it. There we have it. 'Tis all going swimmingly. Try to find an empty seat. There we go. Start out now. So, bear with me.
Thousand to go.
travel the
I have a snack now? I'm a thirsty passenger. Yes, sure thing. Right there. There you go. We've given the cabin crew the all clear. Oh God, what's happened here? There we go. There we go. Where are we, guys? We are just leaving the UK. Just leaving the UK. Bournemouth's down to the right of us, and Hastings and Brighton's over to the left. Lovely day to go flying indeed. Right, let's have a look at this arrival into Chambéry. I don't think I've ever flown there. So LFLB, weather 040. So arrival then, it's the basic, isn't it? We're taking Fedzi. Arrival, yeah, Fedzi 3 Papa. So it's an ANAV arrival then. Coming in Fedzi. Between flight level 200 and 230. Direct then to Beckery. Below 150. Left hand turn then 80 degrees to EGNX, max 220 knots. That is coded. Then we go to Amken, RIP2, and then down to Govana, which is the published hold. 210 knots below flight level, between 650 and 6,500 feet from flight level 090. Then to Pirov, above 6,005. I remember this. I have flown into Chambéry, you know, and it's a horrible approach. Very, very steep approach. Runway 18. Yeah, very steep approach. I remember this. The platform altitude is 5,000. ILS approach only in case of vector final approach effects. Yes, so platform altitude 5,000. So we're going from Pirov, which is there, 6,005, to India Bravo 18 Zulu, 5,000 feet and 70 knots or below, down to the final bits, the ILS 18 Zulu. That's also at 5,000 feet. Yeah, I remember the approach. It's horrible. It's a very, very steep approach. It's 4.46 degree glide slope. The standard is 3. But that's that. Airport then. Get that up. And we're going to need our parking stands. We are expected to park on stand 49 November. Okay, so 49 November is here. And that's just after Sierra. So, okay. So we're not parking at the main terminal, we're parking on the apron. So we'll vacate Sierra, pull left, follow it around, second right hand turn then, no sorry, third right hand turn onto Tango Lima 1, right hand turn onto the Lima apron. Why has we got so, taxiway Charlie is restricted to aircraft with an outer main less than 9 meters. Reduce margins and turns, taxiway November, taxiway Sierra, restricted aircraft less than, during other times, stands closed, during other times. that's right. That's central. 49 is push back, refuel, electric charging, electric charge center there were, let's do some patches, right, right, okay, well that looks alright then. Let's just start cross-checking a few things here. So the ILS frequency 109.5, course 175, that's checked. Airport elevation is quite high, I believe. Yep, 7, so 800 feet is the airport elevation. Is my weapon airport. So choose that there, 800 feet. We got minimums then. Straight in, for minimum C 11 to A and 11 to B. Okay. 11 to A. Ah, okay, minimum's category C, so that's us. Right, so ILS runway 18 minimums category C based on a mixed approach climb gradient and indicated airspeed. Standard minimums give here and are established according to the following. The indicated airspeed, which is applied to the missed approach, compatible with a bank angle of 20 degrees. The minimum climb gradient is a missed approach. Start at 5,000 feet AMSL. Take into account the bank angle of 20. So our missed approach speed is going to be 160 knots. So 160 knots there. Missed approach gradient, we could probably go 4.5, 5,000. So it's going to be 2,001. Very high minimums there. It's going to be relatively that there, isn't it? It's going to be 140, 150. Right, so 1.9, so 1,900 minimums. There, like that, beautiful. Okay, time of fuel checks then. So we are. Our next waypoint is Buell. Fine, Buell. So we are meant to hit that waypoint 30 minutes after departure. So we're running about 4 minutes behind schedule. Fuel. We are meant to have used 1.9 tons of fuel, and we've used just over 2 tons of fuel. And fuel on board, we're meant to have 4.6 tons on board, and we do have 4.6 tons on board, so a little bit behind on time, burning slightly more fuel than anticipated, but we've still got plenty of fuel on to continue to our destination. It's looking good indeed. Let's have a little read then. Let's just refresh our memory on the airport. So, briefing, low visit movement procedures, operating conditions, flight training, ground mover, taxiway C, no extra width impact of the aircraft, all land number 1, reduce the speed. Okay. Flight planning during winter season, Shanghai's airport schedule facility, commercial aviation, general business, enforcement, period concerns, the expect concerns, flight planning. Other information: wildlife, strike hazard, helicopter activity, parachuting activity. that's going to be our threats. In IMC, the point you refer to is the IF Sarah Desert navigational aid. For anything into the equipment, continue approach in coordinates, all stars except Salah. Just one there. Used hold and otherwise. Communication failure followed by missed approach. Yes, not a lot to not a lot to know really. Radar minimums then. So 8,006, so 9,000. Justin Francis, welcome in. Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for the heartbeat, and I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you about for a while. We've got a few things going on, but yeah, glad to see you here. Glad to see you here. Yeah, so that's pretty much sorted then, guys. Into Chambly. It's going to be a high energy approach, so we'll get configured nice and early. Slower speed earlier on, and try and create a lot of drag on the aircraft to basically convert that energy into speed as such. Pretty straightforward from there on. From what I can remember from Chambly, the runway is at the end of a lake. So you do get some strong tailwinds and crosswinds from the valley. Apart from that, there's nothing to report really. It's wait to see until we get there, sort of thing. Wait to see what happens. But I'm confident that we can get it done. I am confident we can get it done. No problem at all. Good evening. Sorry I haven't been on your live. Justin, you've got nothing to apologise for, my friend. It would be nice if we all had the time to sit watching TikTok all day, but unfortunately we haven't. So no need to apologise there at all. I just hope you're doing okay. And Justin with the game controller. Thank you very much, my friend. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Hope everything's going well for you, Justin. What are we up to today? Have we been in work? .78 miles then, until the top of descent. Let's have a quick gander through my newly printed SOPs. See what we've got here. SOPs. Let's have a look at SOPs. We want them. We want the normal SOPs. There we go. It's only 67 pages. Yeah, it's been busy, mate. Family work and trying to find some peace of mind. Well, when you find someone, you find some peace of mind, you let me know. You let me know where it's at, brother. I shall swing by and take a bit of that myself. Hope all is well with you. We're good. We're good, buddy. Night off tonight, so Bergie's on the sofa watching a bit of telly, and I'm here doing a bit of simming. Let's have a look. Flight control system. We're just looking through the SOPs we had. We'll put them off today. Coach bands. So yeah, coach band. Glad all is well. I'm glad everything's ticking along with you as well. Glad everything's so good. taxiways, categories, it's all about runway lighting. Take off. Announcements, minimums, weather limits, approach procedures and call-outs. Right, landing procedure, that's for auto land. Don't need that. Go arounds. The commander may elect to go around from a low visibility. It's all about low visibility approaches, that is. See, I haven't done one of them for a while. More about taxiway lighting. Minimums, terrain profiles, low level wind shear. Wind shear can occur at any level, but low level wind shear occurring from the surface to a height of approximately 1,500 feet can cause problems of significant magnitude to affect control of the aircraft in departure or flight. Conditions conducted. Relationship between wind shear, precipitation. Supplementary procedures for flight in moderate to heavy rain, hail, sleet. Engine status which is shown continuous. Flights should be conducted to avoid thunderstorm or hail activity. If visible moisture is present at high altitude, avoid flight over a storm cell. To maximum extent possible, moderate and heavy rain, hail should be avoided. When overflying storm cells or moderate heavy rain or hail is being flown through, auto throttle should be disengaged and adjust levers should be manual or adjusted slowly. If thrust changes are necessary, move the thrust lever slowly above changing. Using a slower speed improves engine tolerance to heavy precipitation. Supplementary procedure recommends that you should consider starting the APU if available because it provides quick access to backup electrical and pneumatic sources. Well, that's a new one on me. If you're flying through heavy rain, sleet or snow, disengage the auto throttle, which I knew about anyway, but apparently if available they recommend starting the APU. That is a new one on me. It makes sense. Like I say, there's a lot of redundancy built into aircraft. There's a lot of procedures for plans A, B, C, D. So that's good. Justin Francis again with the game controller. Really appreciate you, my friend. And the GGs. And the ice creams. And the flame hats. What a guy you are. And the brats and the TikToks. Ding dings, ding dings. And the Dalgona candy. And the 2025 Love Hat. Slay Queen 2025. Thank you very much, my friend. Really appreciate your support. Before taxi checklisted freezing conditions, blah blah, caution aircraft's not configured for takeoff, blah 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 blah, DLC not prior to understand. This does not apply. DRC, put that away. Is back. Yo, I'm back. The new issue is trim wheel uncontrollably spinning and not holding altitude. Any ideas? Off the top of my head, no. Off the top of my head, have you? Right, let's have a think now. What flight controls are you using? Is there a specific? You're using keyboard and mouse. You're using the keyboard and mouse, yeah. So, I'm trying to think. What have you got a binding, key binding for your trim wheel? Is that the issue, maybe? trim wheel. Uncontrollable. Justin Francis. Look at that. Level up sparks. Well done. Okay, so it's bound to that. So that's not going to be a massive issue then. So we haven't got any noise. I don't really know what that is. It stops when I click on it because autopilot disengages, so the issue only occurs when okay, make sure your failures make sure you've got no failures running. Have you turned off the failures in the Xplane setting itself? So make sure that's not doing anything for a start. Because it may be that you've got failure being simulated, so you've got run on through. Nose wheel access, throttle locks. CFI trim control, that does need to be off unless you're using a physical trim wheel. No, I'm a little bit lost on that one, to be fair. I mean, it's a big issue. Is everything else right? Is the aircraft acting normally in regards to your speed is good? You know, the aircraft's not on the verge of stalling, and the autopilot's trying to trim out that stall. What sort of autopilot mode are you currently got engaged? Is it sort of LNAV, VNAV, or are you using level change, vertical speed? The only thing I can think of aircraft based is, you know, maybe you're in vertical speed and you're trying to get the aircraft currently LNAV, VNAV. That's very strange. Yeah, I mean VNAV, as long as your speeds are set correctly and your speeds are okay, it shouldn't be massively trimming up. So what stage of the flight are you currently in? Where did that start happening? Was it sort of after rotation, the climb, the cruise? Pitch 10 degrees, 7,000 feet, 5,000 speed 250 knots. Yeah, it's very strange then. 10 degrees nose up, nothing wrong with that. 7,005 feet, 500 speed 250 knots. That's, yeah, don't know. The only thing I could suggest is you know, a sort of process of elimination, a bit of problem solving. Maybe go into your keyboard bindings and bind the trim to something else, just to make sure there's not a problem with that specific binding. Unbind them completely. And is it stopped or is it still doing it? So we can try and work out whether it's the autopilot trimming it or it's manually being trimmed through a bit of a dodgy key binding. Still running 5%. What version of Zibo is it? Because I'm not using the latest version, because I know they've had issues with the nodding dog effect, where the aircraft doesn't control its pitch very well, so you constantly nose up, nose down, nose up. So I'm using an older version, which is version 354.17. Yeah, so the newest version, there was a few bugs with it. There was a bug with the pressurization system, so you constantly, at cruise altitude, you constantly had a cabin altitude warning, and there was a bit of an issue with VNAV in regards to it wasn't able to manage itself. Yeah. Yeah, let me see if I can find. Obviously, if anybody's interested, here's the Captain Simple Discord. Yes, lovely place to be. Right, Zibo mod. Let's search in there. Now. Right. 2004, 2004. Get covered out, warning on ground. Yeah, I'm sure that's one of the versions they were having the issues with. I'm sure it was all of the version 4s and version 5s, I believe. Yeah. Wait there. Let's go to Zibo Drive. This one in the Zibo Drive, where is it? Where is it? It is right. Xplane 11. Yeah, so it's all the 4s they were having issues with. So when you go to the Zibo Drive, you'll notice you've got all the version 4s, and then by year you've got 354 and 354.17 update. They have been specifically put there, 354.17 update, 354 full. So that's the last known stable version. So maybe it's going to be worth you basically re-downloading the mod, getting the last sort of stable version, and seeing if that makes any difference for you. Is the only thing I can sort of suggest, you know, before we start tearing apart your sim and really getting into the guts of it. Cody, welcome in. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good day. Your sky looks fantastic. It's default, believe it or not. Absolutely default. No sky enhancements, no reshade. It is absolutely default. The only thing I have done is I've changed the cloud textures to a very low. Top one's Lexi's, and I'll come now and sort it. I've changed the cloud textures to a very, very low resolution cloud texture, just because they struggle a bit with the FPS in Xplane. Right, bear with me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back momentarily. Thanks for your help. Give it a try. No worries at all. Like I said, get yourself over to the Captain Simple Discord and keep us updated as you get on. And obviously, if I'm not live as well, that'll also give you a place to contact me should you need any help. That's if I can, obviously. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. 27 miles till top descent, and the lovely man has just arrived at the door with my din-dins. So let's reduce the MCP altitude then down to 220, which was the first cleared altitude. I'm going to sit here and smash some pizza into my face. That's how I roll.
no language or age. Everyone on the same page, having fun on your holiday. So let's get up and dance the night away. 'Cause we're one big family. We love the summertime sun. We like to party. So get up and have some fun. It's summertime, so let yourself unwind. Always feeling fine. It's summertime, so let yourself unwind. Always feeling fine.
Alright, it's time to move now. Cross those arms and put your legs out. Got this good, let's go on. Arms in the air, we got this one. So let's kick and switch, it's what we do best. Peace and love, we teach to respect. Keeping it cool is what we do best. We're on top of the world, nothing less. 'Cause we're one big family. We love the summertime sun. And we all like to party. So get up and have some fun. So let's go.
Summertime, so let yourself unwind. Always feeling fine. It's summertime, so let yourself unwind. Always feeling fine.
So repeat after me, I said you, me, one big family. I said you, me. Come on, repeat this time. I said you, me, one big family. I said you, me, one big family.
Hello. Where's my Bergie? That's exactly what she's doing there. Sat on the sofa, eating pizza, watching TV. She'll be off up to bed now. Right. Let's see where we're going. So next cleared altitude then. If we go down to let's go down to flight level 110. Sink the head in. A little bit of drag is required. Let's cross check now the weather. So 060 at 4, overcast 2007, visibility 9000, temperature 3, QNH 1029 and temporary for 4000 visibility, broken at 1002. So 1029, that's already in there. Let's do some calculations then, guys. So we got 3.6 tons on board, and we're estimated to land with 3.2 tons, which is a difference of 0.4. So we should be 55.5. 55.5. Airport LFLB. Let's get the weather in. Runway 18. Weather's in. It's going to be a flat 30 landing. Full reverse. Calculate. Excuse me. Okay. So we're gonna need we work this out now. So it's gonna be 130 knots. Sorry, 135 knots. Plus 5 knot wind correction. So we're gonna have a VREC of 140. 2 knot tailwind. And we're gonna be taking auto brake. 3. Beautiful. A little bit of clouds. Okay, let's see the passengers then. -9, a lot of visible moisture. Let's get some anti-ice on. Start switch is continuous with the anti-ice. I'm going to put the terrain radar on my ND because I do know with this arrival we do skim over some mountains quite close. So yeah. So descent and approach then. Pressurization and altitude set. Anti-ice is engine anti-ice on. ILS 109. That's 5. Set once. 1. 0, 9. 5 is set twice. So that's 5 courses of 175. Beautiful. Set once, set twice. Approach briefing and fuels discussed. IAS and alt bugs are checked and set, and altimeters and instruments are set, cross-checked, and approach stage checked and set. Let's just have a little gander at our missed approach just to refresh it in our head. So climb straight ahead and at the NDB. Channel 346. climbing, left turn, max 160 knots to rejoin the NTB, and then continue climbing from there to intersect the localizer back course flight 6005, and at 7 miles turn left, max 210 on the 277 towards Kenzo, Governor, and then Hero, and then back to the approach, which is probably what we'll do. Yeah, we haven't really got a lot of options around here because of this ring, so we will have to follow that missed approach rather strictly, which I'm sure we do. Not a problem. Not a big problem. So, okay, EGNX, max 220 knots, flight level 150. Just go direct here to just cut like a weird bit of a dog's thing there. Here we are. No problem. So let's have a little look now then. So Governor is 8,000, that's smack bang in the middle of the altitude restrictions. There we go, just starting our descent now then. Kerry, welcome in. Nice to see you back. Yeah, it's all going well. It's all going well. Party for 3. Yes, well, I don't have that many friends and followers, do I? I'm all here lonely on my own. I'm doing okay, thank you. I hope you're doing well also. So we can continue flying this heading now. And coming down to Governor, we'll make the left-hand turn, then descend up to the Jimbo. Who removes me ID? No, I'm aware of. Why is that? Let me have a look. No, you're by there. Yeah, you're by there. I can see you. Oh, I haven't used any. Yeah, on the messaging bit, if I type your name in, it comes up. But I shan't be there for much longer. I am on my way out. I will gently close the door behind me. Lovely, the weather's just updated. Fantastic. Let's see what sort of stuff it's giving us now. Still about the same. Yeah, we'll just remain the same. We'll just check that again. So I've got the terrain radar on, just to keep an eye on the high terrain that surround us. What's weird about that, Cal? What's going on? What have I missed? Fix rings. So fix. Runway 18. Yeah. We have a 10-mile fixed ring, and it's VMC conditions, so we'll have a 4-mile fixed ring. Landing gate today is going to be 500 feet. Uh, 6,005, and platform altitude was 5,000, wasn't it? So it's down to
1,000 to go.
6,005. Like that. Just dropping off through the cloud. It's looking snazzy. Below 10,000 feet now then, landing lights can come on, turn off come on, engine start switches are already on continuous, and we will now seat the cabin crew. So the cabin is secured. -3 degrees currently, so the engine house can remain on. How on time we are, as we were running a little bit behind time, wasn't we? So we estimated
Altimeter set.
altimeter set standard, beautiful. 1 hour and 28 minutes after departure, and yeah, it's going to be about on time. Where are we off to? So we've left East Midlands, and we're currently descending into Chambéry, nice little skiing resort in the south of France. That's where we are. So the altimeters are set to the local QNH. Let's just double check them, make sure they haven't changed. That's correct.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go, then 6,005. And we will continue down to our platform altitude of 5,000, and that'll be as far as we go, basically. Now, it's quite a steep turn coming up, and the initial turn has got a speed restriction of 170 knots or below. So I'm going to start the deceleration manually. We're going to go down to 180 knots. Like that, and we'll select flaps 1. Just to give us a little bit of drag, just to bleed some of that speed off before we make that turn. There we go. A little bit high on speed now we're descending, so the auto brake's coming out. Drag required, that's checked. Go here, that's all okay there, that's fine. Yep, so let's turn this lots of clay around. So I'm not bleeding that speed off as quickly as I would like. So I'm going to go down to 170 knots.
Thousand to go.
And we're going to go flap 2. Not often used flap 2, but it is a nice draggy flap set. So that initial turn's coming in now then. Here comes the turn. The minute we see localizer coming in, we'll engage, we'll arm the approach. So we'll just keep monitoring the speed, monitoring the turn, keep monitoring the... So there's the localizer coming in, so we'll arm the approach like so. Beautifully done. Sync the heading, 175. Set checked. That's on there, 175, yeah. References there. Beautiful, so that's localizer capture then. 175 knots at present. Our landing speed is 140. With 11 miles, the descent is going to get rather spicy momentarily.
2,500.
So 160 knots, flap 5. Tobias, welcome in, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Just caught us on the approach into Chambéry, the site in France. No problem at all. Tobias, thank you for the follow. Pop your question in there. I don't know if I'll be able to answer it straight away, because we are in the midst of descent and final approach. So the glide slope is coming in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy the speed brake. I'm going to select gear down, flap 15, because the minute we capture that glide slope, the aircraft's going to want to dive, and there it goes, look, it wants to dive. So we need to control that speed the best we can. So the taxi light can come on, landing lights can come on, engine anti-ice, that can come off now. Do you have runway 28 right in Dublin? Yes, I do. Yes, I do have 28 right. So we're just holding speed okay at the moment. Payware scenery. So I bought the Boundless. I want to say it's Boundless. Let me have a look. Stand by. Xplane 11, custom scenery. Yeah, Boundless. I bought the Boundless Dublin scenery. I can't remember how much it was. I don't think it was a massive amount. But yeah, I Payware scenery. So we're on glide slope then. We're on the localizer. We're holding the speed back. There's the runway in sight. So let's go down to our VREF now, 140. Select flap 25.
2,500.
There's flap 30. Now let's run through our landing checklist. So start switches are continuous. Recall is checked. Speed brake is green light. Landing gear is down 3 green. Auto brake is set 2. Flaps set 30 green light, and the landing gear is down with 3 green. Landing checklist is complete. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. I don't think it was a massive amount, if I'm completely honest with you. I don't think it was a huge amount. Not sure. Right, so there's the runway. Everything's going swimmingly so far, guys. Nice little approach into Chambéry. Plus 100.
Minimums.
Minimums we're going to continue. So auto throttle now is coming off.
1,000.
Autopilot disengaged. So it's my aircraft. My aircraft, just minor adjustments on my go. Keep the aiming point in the same place in the screen. point in the same
500.
place. 500 checked.
400.
400. Keeping the aiming point in the same place.
300.
Flying slow.
Flying slow.
Flying slow.
Excellent button
200.
there. 200. A little bit high on profile now. That was because of that glide slope.
100.
That's okay.
Think rate.
50,
Think rate.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Let's get that. Oh, a little bit of a float there. Still within the touchdown markers. There we go. There we go. Reverse is green then. Speed brake out. Auto brake is engaged. 80 knots. Manual braking.
80 knots.
We're gonna go. Yeah, we're not gonna make that. We're gonna have to go full length and backtrack. There we go. What's this? 20 knots. So reverse is stowed. Speed brake down. A little bit of a float there. Really getting onto the point that we were after to go around then. We were using too much runway, but luckily we put it down in time. So there we go. Beautiful. So just make that turn. Beautiful. So I'll be vacating right here. Weather radar can come off now. Like so, auto brake set off. Route tracks can come off, engine start switches to off, pro peak can come off as well. Like direct lifts can come off. Now vacating right. Beautiful. Exiting the runway, landing lights can come off, strokes to steady. And we can release the crew so they can start preparing the cabin for the arrival. Beautiful. There we go. 1 hour 30 minutes in the air. 2 minutes behind schedule. But I'll take that. I will take that. And there we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chambéry. Just taxiing on out. So it's going to be one to the third one. Tobias, hello again. It would I'm not sure if I said to you before or not, but we do have a Discord. The link's in my bio. If you can get Discord, or if you haven't already got it, because obviously I'm not always going to be live, but that I will get notifications on Discord. See, so if you've got a question or anything like that, pop it in there, and if I'm not live, then obviously I can try and answer it. If I am live, I'll answer all your questions I can, but just in case I'm not live, that's probably a good place for you to be. Okay, no problem at all, Tobias. Yeah, no problem at all, my friend. Right, so I've decided we're not going to park where we were meant to park, because... well, because, really. So we're going to park by here instead. Stand number 1. Seems good enough to me. Self-park. Self-park? You know what I mean? Self-marshal ourselves on the stand. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Let me straighten the aircraft up and I'll type it in the comments for you. Taxi light coming off, then turning on the stand. Overshot the line a little bit there. Overshot the line massively there. something about the 7.3, isn't there? Just the way it carries itself. It's lovely aircraft. So approaching the stop bar then, just gently on the brakes. There we go, stopping by there. So parking brake set. Didn't turn the APU on because I'm an idiot. So we'll set the chock, set the ground power. Ground power's coming on the bus. And engine 2, fuel levers cut off. Transponder set 2000 and standby. And unlock the flight deck door. Welcome to Chambéry, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, Tobias. I've just popped a message in the comments there. Boundless Dublin scenery. Give that a try. Oh no, I didn't start the flight. Ah, you're joking. Ah, you're joking. Oh well. Looks like we're gonna have to do the flight back then. Anyway, as always, let's get a replay going. We love a good replay here. Green giant. There we go. Let's get a threshold is the first one. Let's have a look. There we go. There we go. No worries, Paul Tobias. Hope you have a good sleep, buddy. Have a good day tomorrow, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Yeah, very high. Very high there. Oh, look at that float. Oh my days. Never mind. That was a pretty good landing. It was that float. Because the rate of descent, look, I just let the nose drop there and we started falling. So the nose comes back up. And I should have just held off there, but I didn't. I'm still happy with that. We're still having that, guys. Yeah, we're having that, ain't we, there? We're having that. Let's try and get to the other end of the runway. Yeah. It was just that initial flare there, look, I just lifted the nose a little bit too much. But nevertheless, he was in the touchdown zone.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. 20.
Well, that'll do. That'll do. Right, gentlemen, ladies. I'm going to close the live time. Also, just sort out my child and other bits and bobs.
Hello, Captain. Ground service is finished.
I'll see you back in about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. For the return leg.
Thank you.
Return leg. Shall see you back. As always, guys, pleasure having you on board. Thank you for the continued support, and I will catch up with you in the next 10 minutes.